At this time, 50 years ago, Ross Rowland Jr., a young, successful New York commodities broker and occasional steam locomotive engineer, was traveling across the country in the American Freedom Train. It was Ross's idea to assemble this train and have it tour the United States as part of the American Bicentennial celebrations in 1976. Rowland had three steam locomotives restored to pull the train across various segments of the United States. First was former Southern Pacific GS4 number 449, which we see here. Next was Texas and Pacific 210-4 number 610, seen here preserved at the Texas State Railroad in Palestine, Texas. The third was Reading T1 number 2100. After the American Freedom Train, it ran in the Chessie Steam Special and was then involved in a roundhouse fire. It's currently at the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, where it's undergoing a cosmetic restoration. As part of the American Freedom Train celebration, Lionel offered a series of HO scale products. First was a 5-car train set that included the GS4 steam locomotive. They also offered a 4-car train set that had an ALCO FA instead of the steam locomotive. The FA resembled the ALCO PA that was used to pull a different Freedom Train in 1949. Finally, they offered the GS4 as a standalone product. This set was part of a collection of equipment brought to the Cleburne Railroad Museum. I restored it and I'm running it here in my home layout, but it will go to the museum next year as part of the 250th anniversary celebration of the birthday of the United States. We also see an AHM C-Liner, Fairbanks Morse C-Liner, pulling the other train. Fairbanks Morse was one of a handful of companies that jumped into the fray after World War II, supplying diesel locomotives to the American railroads. Their steam engines had been worn out by the war effort, and they were eager to replace them with all the diesels they could get their hands on. The Fairbanks Morse C-Liners were fairly successful, but not so much as the EMD locomotives.